We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention, but of that tomorrow, when therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. I eat a horse. Adieu, till you return at night. Goes Leon's with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we'll keep ourselves till supper time alone. Well then, God be with you. Satan, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide him to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear. And unto him my genius is rebuked, as it is said, Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. And on my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If this be so, then for Banquo's issue have I defiled my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace only for them. Mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man to make them kings. The seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so come fate unto the list and champion me to the uttermost. Who's there? Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then, now have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he, in the times which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you. How you were crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might to half a soul and to a notion crazed say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can just let this go? Are you so gospeled to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and begged yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men. As hounds and greyhounds, mongrels and curs are all called dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, and the hunter, each one according to the gift which glorious nature hath in him closed. And so of men. Now, if you have a station in the file and not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off and grapples you to the heart and love of us, who were a health but sickly in his life, but in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege.
whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do, despite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster, tugged with fortune, that I would set my lie on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
At ease. Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True.
Take your seats. So was he mine. And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sights and bid my will about it, yet I may not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down, hence it is that I to your assistance do make love. Masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
But our lives.
Oh, your spirit shine through you. Within the hour at most, I'll advise you where to plant yourselves. Acquaint you with the perfect spot, the time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace, I always thought that I require clearness. And with him, to leave no rubs, nor botches in the work, Fleance, his son, who always keeps him company. Who always keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must meet the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved.
My lord.
I'll call upon you straight, abide within. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it finds heaven, must find it out tonight.